Okay, Sunday morning in the kingdom and it's nice and chilly out here. Yes, that's what we want to haul water. Yes, it's cold. Yes, we woke up to -8 Celsius, but feels like -12. I have the Me phone in where it's nice and warm. And then on the yo-yo scale, +19 Fahrenheit, but feels like +10 Fahrenheit. Ooh, today we're going to do the water haul because it's cold. Yes, we waited for it to turn cold so we could haul water. Yes, we are the smart ones, as they say. Yes. All right, and then we're going to clean some chimneys because it's Sunday. Yes, and it's shop day today to do. There'll be a shop day this afternoon when the water haul's done because we got to work on that 38 Maple Leaf truck. And today is Sunday, so make sure you clean your vacuum. I'm going to put it down here, put it right back there so I don't have to bend over so you guys can see my cleavage. All right, let's back up. We got some nice sunshine. Yes, a nice sunshine. There we go. The staff will be arriving to film this great event into Whoville. And then over here we have the 39 Chevy. We'll do a video on the plug-in. See, it's charging. The Swedish kid will be happy. It's charging. Yeah, right. All right, no wood stoves till we get back from dropping the water truck off because we're going to clean those chimneys. We got to do it every Sunday now because winter has officially arrived. All right, let's get the Me phone back in so it's warm so we can record some more before we head into Whoville. All right. Okay, quick intro, and look at those sunrise. Oh, the sunrise. And they're going to make it through those tracks or the trail. And over here, we have the block heater plugged in. We have it on the timer. I've had this timer since Christ was a cowboy. And look at that. You push down the ones you want when the power is to be on. We have the correct time, so that's a good sign. So that means that the block heater came on at, I don't know what time it is, but it came on, so it's had 3 hours of warming up the motor. So it should start and run fairly easy. All right, let's get this thing running to defrost the windows so we can actually see as we go into Whoville. Okay, quick refresh on these timers. These things are old. Yes, old. So this is an old one. It's probably 30 years old. I like it because you push down when you want the item to heat up, and we mark on there noon. So this is darkness, they say, for night. Okay, so the new style one here is probably 10 years old. Confusion. So during the darkness, I have noon written, and midnight I have daylight, or whatever, lightness. It's confusing, but oh well, we figured it out. It works, and we can change this anytime, like this one here. I pulled up some to start at 5 a.m. to warm up the truck, and we have it quitting at 1 o'clock because that's when we do snow removal, anything like that after lunch for filming purposes. So we usually start it at 3 a.m. or something like that to start a cat. It depends on how much antifreeze is in the motor. So the little 256 cylinder only needs like 3 hours to get going, or 4 hours. And a big cat will need like almost 12 hours. All right, let's go have our second cup of coffee because we did deliver the water truck there. Okay, so now we'll include this film footage after I showed the video of the timers on the truck. Oh, this is so confusing, like Father's Day.
Sunday morning in Whoville is just after 8 a.m. and as you can see, the sun is just starting to come up. I already got the quad out at 9 a.m. I have to head over to the kingdom and make sure my dad makes it out of the yard and into Whoville with the water truck, and then we can do a load of water. Now let's head inside, let the dogs out, and make breakfast. Almost 9 a.m. and I just got the quad out. Now I'll head over to the kingdom and make sure my dad makes it out of the yard and into Whoville. Made to the kingdom. It looks like my dad has the 39 started. Now we'll make our way into Whoville, but before we go, I had to bring the chimney brush so my dad could clean out the chimneys, so when he comes back with the quad, he can start his wood stoves. We try to clean them maybe once a week or two, depending on how much we're burning and how dirty it is. Just after 9 a.m. we made it into Whoville, no problem. My dad just took the quad back to the kingdom. Now he'll do his morning routine and I'll do mine. It'll take about 2 hours for it to fill, depending on the water pressure in Whoville. Hopefully we have a good water pressure day. Now let's head inside and finish up my morning. Just after 11 a.m. and the tank is officially full, I message my dad and he's on his way over here. Once he gets here, we'll both head back to the kingdom and I'll make sure he gets into the yard and record a few videos. Made it back to the kingdom, no problem. On our way into Whoville this morning, E came on the dash there saying that there was no gas in it. Thankfully we made it back to the kingdom, but my dad did bring a jerry can, so I'll quickly put that into the truck. 11:30 and I'm done in the kingdom for now, so I'll head back into Whoville and go fill the jerry can and top the quad up, and then I can make lunch. 12 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to make lunch. I went and got gas after I left the kingdom. It was $47 for the jerry can and to fill up the quad. The quad was almost empty, so it's a good thing I went today. You can see the price of everything right there. Fuel isn't too expensive. Now let's head inside and make lunch. Then at 1 p.m. I'll go back to the kingdom and fill the box trailer with some firewood.
Okay, lunchtime in the kingdom and the sun is right there, just below the trees. It's in the south, because winter is coming. Yes, it is coming. Alright, so we got the 39 Chevy parked back in the lineup, so we can plug it in when we need it again, probably in a couple of months to haul more water. We got the stove stocked up. The staff will be here this afternoon to fill up the box trailer. And we got everything pumped up into the shop and into the house, so we're all good. So this afternoon I'll be relaxing in the shop where it's nice and warm, working on the 38 Maple Leaf truck, and also too got up early this morning, no traction problems at all. Alright, let's go burn some lunch in the microwave.
Almost 1 p.m. and I'm just finishing up lunch and fed the dogs. Now I'll head back to the kingdom and see what my dad's up to this afternoon. Pretty sure he's just gonna work in the shop once we're done with firewood. Made it to the kingdom and now I'm down at the shop. I was thinking during lunch if we could get the toboggan into the hose shack, I wouldn't have to double handle the wood to fill up the wheelbarrow and stuff, so I'll head over to the hose shack and see if I can make some room for the toboggan in there. We moved some stuff around in the hose shack and the toboggan fits perfectly, so that's what I'll be doing now. I will fill the box trailer for the shop and then the toboggan for the hose shack. Now let's head down to the wood pile and fill everything up. Hooked up to the box trailer and we took the back door off and put the grate on. This should help the air movement from the wood stove dry out the firewood. Now I'll head over to trailer 6 and put this extra piece of grate back since we don't need it, and then go down to the wood pile and fill up the box trailer. Down at the wood pile, and it didn't take me very long to fill the box trailer. It's a good thing I came down with the Mini yesterday and I fluffed all this up. I should get a few good loads for the next couple days. Now let's head up and grab the toboggan and do this all again. Almost 2 p.m. and I just got the toboggan filled. I didn't put any sides on it because this stuff is pretty slippery because of the snow. Once we figure out a way to strap it down, then I can stack it higher. Now let's go put this in the hose shack and fill the tubs. Back up at the shop when I just put the toboggan into the hose shack. Hopefully the wood stove doesn't get too hot and melts the side of the toboggan, but my dad will keep an eye on it and check. If it does get too hot, we can put a piece of tin in, or we'll have to switch back to the wheelbarrow, but for now, hopefully this will work. Let's head over to the big wagon and fill up the 2 pails. Got the pails filled. Now I'll put this one in the shop and see what my dad's up to. Pretty sure he's just tinkering around on a few things, and I'm officially done in the kingdom, so I'll head back into Whoville and let the dogs out and then do my weather at 5 p.m.
Okay, 2:30 in the afternoon, not quite coffee time, but it's Sunday. We should quit early and drink some beverage. Yes, Kool-Aid. All right, so the staff got us some firewood. It's warm outside, it's warm in the shop. And with the power source being officially done and ready to go outside for cold weather testing. Woohoo, that sounds professional. Yeah, I'm sober. All right, I told the staff if I'm moving this crap off the plywood off the back of the truck, I'm going to install it. So we're not taking the power source out until this electrical stuff has been installed. Okay, we started the wiring back in 2012, I think it was, or 11, but we're making improvements and upgrades. So we got rid of the old switches and everything we had, and we're starting new and fresh. We have the satellite speedometer, we have the tachometer, because this truck can go south, so we want to know what the RPMs are doing, and we got the gauges over there. So the thing is, let's get organized before we start, moving stuff around 20 more times. And also too, a lot of the electrical switches and stuff like that got wet during the fires or evacuation because we had sprinklers going. So we set the sprinklers up, the wind blows it so it doesn't get the truck, and then when the wind changes, the truck gets soaked. So we got some of the preliminary stuff done in here, so now we have to work away and start rewiring and do stuff. And according to the hose clamp here, we had the third signal thingy bob. I don't know where that went. It was with all the other stuff with this truck, but during the evacuation and fires when everything got yanked out of the shop, things got changed. So we're going to sit down, focus on what we're doing here, and get it done, because we're not moving those pieces any more times. No, we've had enough. That's it. We're going to install it. Enough. Yes, enough's enough. Okay, late coffee in the kingdom, and I got my bar stool out. Yes, relaxing and doing wiring. Open my tubs and give her. Yes. Oh, what was that sound? Oh, look, we got the horn. The first time ever. Yes, we're going to have a horn because brakes are a problem. All right, there we go. Did you hear the click? The cigarette lighter. Look at that. Yes, we got it wired in, and the horn. Beep, beep. We're doing pretty good. So we're getting it all dressed up. Black wire everywhere, shrink tubed. Yes, just like Blackie Lawless from Wasp. Black forever. Ooh, just watching that. Everything's live. I better shut the master off. Oh, wait, there's the other master down here. There. And there we go. So we got the cigarette light working. The boss will be pleased. Let's go have a coffee. Yes, an expensive coffee.
5 p.m. and this is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's -3 degrees Celsius, which is 26 degrees Fahrenheit. We even had the feels like on the bottom. It was pretty nice in the kingdom today. There is a bit of a wind, but there's clear skies. Now let's head inside, let the dogs out, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, it's a little past 7, but we have to work and work hard. Yes, look at all that electrical laid out. I found a turn signal switch, so we'll wire that in tomorrow. Yes, we're getting this done. I told the staff we're going to get it done. All right, let's go see what I did over here. I have to stay focused when I'm doing the wiring because it's all black wire because I'm colorblind, so I have to think. Yes, I have to think. All right, let's turn the master switch on, the keyed one. All right, so we should have marker lights on and backup lights. Okay, so we got marker lights up there. Oh, so too, I wired in that windshield wiper and it went, that's it. Didn't blow the fuse, so I think it's toast anyways. But that's the thought that counts. The switch is there. Okay, so during the power outage or the fire evacuations, we did all the wiring back here. So it's pretty easy. Just have to find it under the dash and, hook it up. All right, let's go turn that off before we kill the battery. Drain the battery. All right, so we'll turn these switches off. That one and that one. I try and keep them all in the same order, but the heater's over here because it's high and low. That'll be low. Can we feel the heatlessness, man? And then high. There we go. That's warm. Yeah, right. All right. So that's those three-way thingy, me bobs, switches. Let's take the keys out. That way I know I didn't leave them on. At my age, I forget all the time, except in the bedroom. I always remember where I am there. All right, let's go check the flags. Okay, the 39 Chevy I bought in 1984 for $200 is still serving me well. So it's been hauling water for close to 30 years to the kingdom. Yes, we used to have the tank in the back, but that's when we hauled steady because there was a lot of people living in the kingdom at one time. But now it's just me. I can make a tank go for a month, so we put it on a trailer so we can utilize the box. I did put some wood wood, put some firewood in there. It's a little wet, so it'll take a little bit to get going. And we got the wood stove on the shop there. So I cleaned the chimneys. I'm good to go. All right, let's see what the flags are doing. Oh, there's nothing. Yes, and we got to get the second wind generator up before it turns cold. We'll have to do some bench testing. Yes, we're going to call it useless too. All right, let's go walk the dogs and make a video, and we'll talk to you later.